Gosh. Yeah, YouTube's whole like streaming thing changed, and then for whatever reason I had to reconnect my Twitch to OBS too. Look at you in the sunspot being dramatic. Camera's being weird because of the sunspot. Maybe if I move it into the closet, it'll fix it. No? It's really not that dark in here. Can't believe there's only one day of arts and crafts left. I know. Where's the Heyo? Why is it acting like it's so, like, dark? Oh my god. What is wrong with you? Like, it's not dark in here. I don't know why the camera's doing this. And let me point it out to the room, see if it'll fix itself. Yeah, it's so bizarre. I guess it's because the way the light's coming into the closet here. Let me turn the light on. Doing absolutely nothing. Okay. I guess Chi is just gonna look like he's in a shadow, even though it's not dark in here. Like if I... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's like, it's definitely the window light doing that. That's crazy. Are you mad that you're not in the sunspot now, though? Want me to open it back up? Poor baby. He's trying to live his life in a sunspot. What are you doing? I need to pull up my reference before we can get started here. I forgot to do that part. Okay. Today's prompt is Gator. I don't know, me, I guess. I don't know what else gator could mean other than alligator, so I don't know why they didn't just use alligator as the prompt. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna work on now. Me a curvy line. I don't think I want like all the body parts showing. I just want like some. It's gonna be like in the water. What? Alright, tell me go back to bed. Look, he's looking at me in the vertical. I still have the vertical, by the way. I don't know why it was combining yours. What's crooked here? Is it my mat? Yeah, I guess. I'm just trying to find a good reference from the angle I'm trying to draw this from. Gee, where are you going? Can't be leaving me. I don't know, I don't like this already. He left me. I'm sure the second I put pooples in there, they're gonna look good. Like, I also want to give it like this texture it has, because lumpy bumpy, but I don't know if I should save it for like just the inking part. So I don't like waste my time drawing all these lumpy bumpies in. Just to erase them all, you know what I mean? I don't know. No, I'm just scrolling for references. almost feel like I should like disconnect the nose a little bit here. Just so like you can see the tip of the snoot. It looks like their tail, the spikes are like together. Like the middle ones are a little separate. These are just like the back legs popping out a little bit. I guess she left altogether. My god, the music's too loud for me. Oops. Whoa, wait. What? That... What? My spacebar can do that? What? Maybe it's because it was the last thing I touched. That's crazy. I should keep that in mind. Does it work on the vertical? Hold on, wait. Let me just... Oh. Alright. When you have Stream Deck. Because I was just looking for vertical, really, because, you know, the Stream Deck can't control the vertical. Those are going to be like lily pads. Because alligators live more in swamps. And rivers, I guess. I don't know. Swamps for sure. There's swamps and lakes, not rivers. I don't know, maybe. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this one yet. Like, I don't know what medium I have in mind. Like, I was kind of thinking watercolors with maybe paint markers on top. Like, watercolors for the water, and then paint markers for everything else. Or maybe like watercolor inks for the water. One of the two. Should I put any lilies for the lily pads? Or that like mess up the whole color story? It's gonna be like greens and blues. And then the lilies. Or the... What's the other name for the lilies? Are they like lotus flowers? Or like white or pink? And I think yellow. I was thinking about like drawing some ferns coming in too, just because I like ferns, but I don't know how like much I'm gonna want to like draw them after I paint everything. Because, you know, ferns are wetlands plant. They grow around swamps. I'm just worried about it looking too similar to another one that I drew earlier in the year. Let me see if I can find it real quick. No. This one right here. Drew a lake for... Sorry, I drew a swamp for swamp. As you do. I was with paint markers. So, I drew like vines coming down. I'm drawing in lines for where they potentially could be. I don't hate it. And if I'm doing the paint marker route, it'll be easy to draw them over top of lily pads. The problem with like paint markers is that I have to line it with a paint marker and I just don't like how that looks. Because I like using like brush liners. So I don't want that extra line there. I guess I should focus a little bit more on the Gator space because it's like not quite how I want it to be. Maybe have like one coming up here instead of having that lily pad on the edge. So their like back texture is kind of like a turtle pattern. Or like grill pattern. I don't know what you want to call it. Actually, getting rid of those like pointed cheeks helped a lot, I think. Grilled gator. No, stop! Some people eat gators. I found someone. My god, camera, please. Why are you so sensitive to the sun all of a sudden? That's crazy. Did I close that window? There we go. Oh, you saw that? That flicker? What happened? I just set the tripod down. My camera better not be going bad because I can't afford a new one. Hey, you can't do this. He's like, oh, you found me. Okay, bye. Alright. I just got a micron. So I'm gonna start the first set of lines here. But the key opens so solid, I know. On YouTube by accident, yeah. Maybe I should have put the grill lines first. I didn't draw the grill lines at all like how I drew the spikes, so no. Your wrist hurt like you snapped it too hard. What'd you do? Now do I bother with the face? I did with the grill lines. I'm gonna spend all this time on these ferns and I'm gonna color them over with paint markers and like lose all the lines. Gosh, need some drinky. I grabbed my monster because I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay awake. This whole falling asleep after 5 a.m. thing is driving me crazy. I hope I could fix it so I can, you know, go live on time for my birthday stream on Saturday. By the way, if you didn't know, I'm going to be streaming on my gaming channel on Saturday for my birthday. That's at Harper Vodage, VODAGE, if you're not on Twitch. I'll be playing The Binding of Isaac with crowd control. Crowd control is... I don't know what to call it. I feel like extension is kind of the wrong word for YouTube users. But it's like you can help or hinder the person playing a game. widget, maybe? I don't know. Like, I know there's, I don't want to give examples and there not be any, but I think there's like give hearts, and like changing some items around. And every time I die, I'll be eating a chocolate that contains alcohol in it. Gonna be great. I just wish Knock could be there. Oh god, I can't draw from that angle. Already goofed this one up. This one's just mutated, it's fine. I do have a stream scheduled on YouTube for the birthday stream if you want to get like notified. And I have an event posted in Discord. Another way you can get a notification. I have this like weird habit of not drawing the second set of leaves like as wide on the one side. Oh my god, again. That one leaf is like short.
The passion takes over, infecting your body. You lose control. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. Gotta have your body. Gotta have your body. I don't need nobody. Gotta have your body.
Let me draw like a couple more over here.
Gotta have your body. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody.
Little Pac-Mans.
Gotta have your body. Just feel what's real now. Gotta feel what's real now.
We're almost done with inking. Well, this layer anyways. Okay, we're gonna let it dry for a few seconds before we erase. See where she is. He's on the bed, so I could put the camera back up. I'm trying to think about how I want to go about this. 'Cause I think I want to watercolor like the water, like I want to do a watercolor over the whole thing. But I want to leave like the water as the watercolors. I'm just trying to think, because I might want to do the gator partially in watercolor and like partially in paint marker. So do I want to make the gator like a different color? What are you doing? All right, I think we can erase now. Oh wait. Oh, jeez. There we go. I got confused. Alright, time to erase. I think after Inktober's done, this eraser is going to be retired because it's like getting to that point where it's almost too small for me to hold. We'll start with a fresh new eraser next year. Like a handheld one. I have like plenty of erasers that I use all at once. Like I use the electric one. Well, battery operated one. Really. No, wait, it's a chargeable one, so it is an electric one. For smaller, rougher details that are like not coming up. And then I have the Pentel, or the Papermate. Are they the same brand? Hard for me to remember. This one. It is Pentel. For smaller details, but I don't need like the eraser, like the electric eraser power for it. You have all like these black dots around the edge from last week's prompt. Honestly, technically this week is like late because the new prompt is already out, but I didn't stream on Tuesday. I didn't stream like 3 streams in a row. I was just so busy trying to edit and record stuff for the 12 days of arts and coffees. By the way, tomorrow's the last day. So if you're holding on to them to binge them all at once, tomorrow's the last one, so you can start binging now. You know, after the stream, of course. Okay, I gotta decide. Am I using watercolors or if I'm using watercolor inks? If I use watercolors, there's a possibility it'll come back up with the paint markers, like it'll reactivate. But I just did watercolor inks the last prompt and I try to change it up each week. I've only done like actual watercolor in the sketchbook like maybe 2 other times. Because it doesn't work out that great on this paper, not gonna lie. One was the shrimp way at the beginning. This one. But, you know. It's not that bad. Made the paper just a little more wiggly than the watercolor inks did. And I feel like I used it again not that long ago. But I could be wrong. Part of me wants to make the mistake of using gouache again. Oh wait, what about my Derwents? Just going through my drawer. That might be a good color for the Gator. What if we use the Derwents? Oh, then the graphite's gonna get all in my paint markers and ruin them. Get that Walmart. It's the mantis shrimp. Oh, this is tempting, but it's gonna ruin my paint markers unless I paint around the things that I was gonna do in the paint markers. Okay, what if we did watercolors and then we did the green gray for the gator from the Derwents? We can combine. We can do like several different mediums. What about my Derwent? Graphitint, if anyone cares. I have a video about it. About how they work and stuff. Way back. I got them in May because I used them in Mermay. Oh, sorry. My hands are not listening to me. We've got plenty of blues and greens in here, so I think we can make the swamp work with the watercolors. Alright, I need to go get water. The first thing. I'm trying so hard to stall for the break. Medium dump, yeah, right. Honestly, like next year, I don't know if I want to do a series or something, but I want to like try really hard to use up stuff that I don't really necessarily want to like get replacements for, like specifically a lot of my pen stuff. Like I have so many pens, so I don't know how I'm gonna work that in because pens are something I write with, not necessarily something I draw with the exception of ballpoint. I just don't know how to work that into a series, though. Because I have a lot of ideas for, like, year-long series. I just don't want my content to get, like, formulaic. I don't know. Alright, let me lint roll. I also have these. Just whipping out all my watercolor like stuff. I do have several greens and blues. There were Neocolor 2s. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize how reflective that was. Oh no, I want to do it all. I don't think I've used the Neocolor 2s at all. Alright, let's put the watercolors away. I'll use these in the Derwents instead. Still need water. So I will go and get some water during the break. Now's a good time to get your drinks and your snacks. And we'll be right back. No, he's being too cute right now. How dare he? Okay. So these are the 4 colors I picked out for the background. We got turquoise green. I had to figure out which one was English. Cobalt blue, emerald green, and I might mix in some of this Prussian blue for just like darker areas. I'm probably gonna want my clips on here. Don't let me forget to take a thumbnail. Maybe when we get like paint markers out, I'll take the thumbnail shot. It's just easier when I like pose for the thumbnail instead of trying to screen grab. I mean, I'm still gonna do like a screen grab, but it's gonna be more planned. Anyway, so we got green, blues, and blues for the water because it's swamp. Swamp water is very greenish. I think I'm gonna try my best to color around the lily pads. Just because even though this is like water soluble, it might leave like a little residue that might like scuff up the nibs on the paint markers. Also, I wanted to show you how dry my one Sharpie one is. Look, we have week 49 and then Gator with the same marker, but like several months later. Like 49 weeks later, actually. It's crazy. I'm gonna put like... What? What? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? That was fun. I wish cheat cam wasn't there so we could have seen it better. Anyways, I'm trying to put like the lighter color around the Gator. Just so the eye like focuses on Gator. I mean, I think it would have anyways because the Gator's gonna be dark on top of everything else. There's some green in there. I am gonna color right over the ferns though. Just because it's too tedious to go around them. And then, let me see. Okay, now this is gonna be darker. I'm like, let me see how light this is. So I picked this one out because it reminded me of cerulean, and that's like a greenish blue color. It's not quite cerulean, it's like definitely more on the blue side than cerulean is, but... I want to get like the whole set of the Neo color someday. Also want like a whole set of a hoo-hoo someday. Somebody actually did like break it down. I don't know if it's like actually true though, but if I have the 216 set, I just need one other set to complete it. I forget which one it is though. And I kind of just didn't believe it because it didn't line up with what I feel like Ohuhu like said, but I'm not sure. Just adding a little bit of a darker area around the gator, just a smidge. You can tell I use these the most too, compared like to the other Neo colors I have, because of their like tips being kind of gone. Like, this is the paintbrush from last time, and I got most of the bristles uncurled, but some of them are still, like, not great. I need, like, an eyebrow comb or something to get them back straight up. I'm a little disappointed because this is, like, the Princeton one, and it's expensive. Anyways, using my shitty little mop. Or, sorry, what is this one called? Yeah, this one is a mop. Sometimes they're like filberts for some reason, I don't know. Okay, if it overlaps onto the other stuff. Hey Nova, how's it going? I'm going in like circular motions to make it like not streaky looking, more water looking. You boost King of Pumpkin again, yep. Has nothing to do with me putting his catnip in there. Got like a catnip kicking toy in there. Honestly, I've been putting it in there at night because I actually moved the cat bed off my bed. Like, that doesn't actually stay on my bed while I sleep. And I've been putting it in there just so, like, the smell is still in there. I just didn't take it out this morning. Because I want him to use it more. think I might want to put some more Neo colors in the center there. We'll see. Seems just like a little too light and not like vibrant enough in the middle. Also want to make sure I kind of water down the hard edges of where I came back later with water. I was just trying to blend out like colors at once. So it didn't all mix together. Not quite dry enough for me to color back over it yet, though. We gotta wait a little bit. Let me get out my little fan. I could just get the blow dryer out. Knock actually lent me an extension cord that comes closer to my desk. Maybe I'll do that instead, actually, because I don't like the sound the fan makes. It's crazy, right? I prefer the blow dryer just because it's faster. The fan just like makes a horrible rumbling noise when it's on my desk, and I don't know why. All right, let me set up the extension cord real quick. Guess you guys can look at Chi while I do that. As a handsome chib agreed. Oh. Get that paintbrush out of the water. Alright. Gonna mute so I can blow dry. It didn't take long. The Neo colors really don't take that long to dry, especially if you don't add a lot of water to them. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more coloring in here. Not in everywhere, just some of the places that I feel are a bit too light. Now I'm like, it needs more blue. Make up your mind. Let's add a little bit of blue in. Like, the neon colors do color over the wet area, it's just not as, like, great, in my opinion. I know some people do like to color when it's, like, slightly wet, though. And be careful around the areas already painted because it's like already wet. Don't want to totally ruin the paper because this is not watercolor paper. Right, those wet squiggles might stay there. That's why I didn't want to do it. Oh well, I did it, so there. Can't do nothing about it now. No, I feel like the edges aren't dark enough. God, am I just recoloring the whole thing? I should have just did it to start with. Just do a second layer like I always do. But I was like, no, it's fine. I'll just touch up some areas. like so interesting, like the transformation of how dark this colors down and then how like bright it gets when you add the water. All right, fine, I'll take it off. Gosh. Blend out these edges a little bit. Didn't like fully break down this side for some reason. Alright, time for the blow dryer again. Sometimes I blow dry the back of the page because I think it helps like flatten it out. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's a real science. Just a feeling. Oh, while I was doing that, I should have soaked my Derwents. Not too late. Well, we have to. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna spray this section here because I don't think I need any of those other ones. I'm not gonna do it over my desk just because it might go flying. I sprayed it with a bottle that's set to mist. I don't know if that helps anybody. But yeah, sometimes when I do it over my desk, it splashes onto my monitor, my mouse, and my Stream Deck, so I don't like doing that as much as possible. Okay, I might need a smaller brush to fit in these pans. Let's see. Oh, this one will fit. Okay, never mind. I'm one of those people, if I can use the same brush, I will, just because I don't want to wash 10,000 brushes. Okay, so... Do I want to do... Do I want to mix like the green gray and the slate green? Maybe I do. Oh, so dark. Ooh. This is like the perfect Gator color. Here, let me take it out of that shine for you. Like, they do dry up real fast. Especially if I don't, like, use a lot of water. Because it's, like, graphite. Alright, I'm gonna see what it's gonna look like if I mix it with slate green. Just to give it some variation. And then maybe I could do like the spikes with the paint markers and the eyes, because I painted over the eyes. I don't hate that. I do need to mix it, like blend it together though. When it dries, I might be able to erase it from the eyes. And I'll consider erasing it from the spikes, depending. Because this might ruin my paint markers. The texture and the dryness of graphitint. I'm gonna sop up some of this water. Just trying to get it, like, mixed together better. And it's, like, not mixing together good. Might be a little too wet in some spots to blow dry. Let me just pick it up with the brush, smooth it out. Like, I want it to look textured, but I also want it to look like blended together. That makes sense. Let me dry it. That doesn't look bad. It's not as, like, bluish as I wanted the edges to be, but I have a feeling I'd be playing this game all day where I'm trying to mix them together until I give up. Alright, let me see about erasing the eyes. Just because I think I'm going to use a lighter color on them. Worked out pretty nice. Alright, let me grab my paint markers. Everything is in the way, as usual. I don't know if I want to use my Sharpies. Maybe I'll use my great big drawer of mixed paint markers. Alright, we got this grabby one. We got this other grabby one. Looking for greens, looking for greens. Like a bluish green, olive green. Got this Arteza one. If it doesn't work, I'm tossing it. Seems to be the way. As of late, the Arteza ones just don't want to work anymore. Okay. Oh, no, that's not a pile of green. I wish these fit in the drawer like this. Only downside to them. Stop, stop, stop. Like getting everything on the way. Okay, so... I might want to use this one for the ferns just because it has a finer nib on it. But whatever the color that is not going to be the color of the lily pads. So I guess let's look at and see what color this is. I gotta shake it first. Yeah, I like that color for the fern. So we should either do a light yellowy green or a darker green for the lily pads. We can't do like a regular green because it's gonna be too close. But what about this side? See, this side looks like a lighter version of that. So I'll keep that out in case I want to do highlights. I doubt it. The ferns are so tiny. And what about this one? That one's light, like significantly different looking. Do I want to make the lily pads a similar color to, or do I want to use this on the gator for some added texture? I'll keep it out. Don't mind me just swatching in this little area here. This might be good to create water ripples, which is why I got it out. This green might be too close to the green we're trying to use for the ferns. This green probably won't even work. Oh, it did work. Is it sparkly? Wait. No. Can't believe this green worked. That's crazy. I don't want to use this one as a find it. Okay, so basically we're gonna use this one. That's what it comes down to. Okay, hold on. Let's get a screenshot of for the thumbnail with on a Tuesday. Okay, so I need to take. You came down. I need a button for my PNG too. I'm realizing. Okay, ready? Pose. Everybody say cheese. Where do I want my hand in the shot? Maybe here. I don't like that. Maybe right there. Okay, we done? Ready? Good? Okay. Did you cheese? I don't know. I don't think anybody cheesed. No. Well, let's make this mess like less. So. Okay. Wow, that's really close to the background color. Oh no. Hydrate. Hopefully it'll look better once I put the outlines back around it. 20. Stretch. Okay. Water. Let me see. How far down on that? Okay. It's about down to my mushroom. Top, right there. Okay, ready? And now it is below the gills. All right, 20 starting now. Okay. I counted at 30 because I don't know if I count too fast. Now we do, what was it? Stretch. All right. We're gonna do the twist. Maybe some toe touches. Oh no, my headphones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out the desktop. Wait, did it stay on? It looks like the music's still playing. Can you guys still hear it? Oh, me and Sliss were talking about thinking about getting a Christmas gift. More gloves. You only hear me? Oh man, hold on. I can hear the music. Where is it coming from? What speaker is this? Hello? What? That is, oh, that is my, one monitor. Which one is it? It's not that one. Can you hear it now? Okay. Is it too loud or anything? I think my volume is set like exactly the same for everything, but more gloves for art. Do you prefer fingerless? Oh, this kind's fine with like the half fingers. They're pretty affordable too. I prefer something to cover my pinky at least. Oh my god, look. Wait, can you see it? You can't even see it. There's like blue in the middle of my palm. Anyways, we were coloring. Yeah, I did hydrate, 20, and stretch. Hey Courtney, how's it going? Just color in these tiny leaves one at a time, you know. Can't wait to re-outline them all. Ugh. Oh my gosh. The only thing about these tiny little plastic nibs is that they like paint everywhere as soon as they go over a rough texture. Like, you know, the perforation right here. Like, I'm a little too afraid to pump it, but I feel like it needs to be pumped. You just do it over, oh, here. There we go, there's the juice. These ones also have a habit of exploding on me. Because they're paint markers, I could actually make the leaves longer where I wanted them to be longer. Now, I don't know what happened over here in this splotch where it's like all dark and stuff. I guess too much water got right here and pushed around the micron ink. I'm finding that waterproof doesn't actually mean waterproof. Like, this one actually does say waterproof and fade proof. I kind of knew that with microns though, like they're the only ones that are reliable with the waterproofing, but I know in the past, like 10 years ago, it didn't actually like work that good, so they've improved their recipe, but still not 100% proof. Also, guys, don't forget, I'm gonna be doing my birthday stream on my gaming channel if you're on YouTube. That is at Harper Vodage. I'm gonna be playing The Binding of Isaac with crowd control. And what crowd control is, it's like, I'm gonna call it an app where you can help or hinder the person playing the game. And every time I die, I'm gonna be drinking some special chocolate. It has alcohol in it, so that's gonna be fun. I might actually start the stream a little bit later than 2, because when I had originally planned the stream, I didn't even have the chocolates or that idea in mind. I just happened to see them in the store the other day. I might push it back to like 3. Maybe 4. We'll see. Might still start at 2. Honestly, I want to get my sleep schedule back on track because I've been waking up so late because I stay up too late. Because Knock sometimes doesn't get home until like 3. And I'd rather stay up and wait for her than try to go to bed and then be woken up after I had just fallen asleep, because I'm one of those people who, even though I'm super tired, cannot fall asleep until like 3 hours of laying in bed. So I'd rather just not be woken up after I just fell asleep. Because on top of not being able to fall asleep right away, I'm a light sleeper. So I will wake up when she unlocks the door. Angry sleepy blinks, exactly. And sometimes Nock wants to eat when she gets home because, you know, she burns a lot of like calories at her job because she's like walking around all the time. So she needs more food. And I like can't go to sleep after I like eat. Most times, anyways. really want to get back on my 2 shake a day plan though. Because I've been doing this, like, we'll eat regular-ish lunch. By regular, I mean she cooks, like, dinner amount of food for lunch. And we're supposed to have a shake when we wake up. And a shake for dinner. Well, she's been making regular dinner-sized lunches for lunch. And I don't wake up early enough to have the first shake. And then when it comes time to have the second shake, aka dinner time, I eat ramen instead. I haven't been eating any shakes. Honestly, if I could just have like 1 shake a day, I feel like that would help a lot. And preferably for breakfast, I guess. But again, I don't wake up early enough because, like, if I wake up at like 10, which I have not been waking up at 10, it's been more like noon, and then I go back to sleep because I don't have enough sleep. I can't have the breakfast shake. Yeah, it's tough, like, falling asleep around 5 and then trying to wake up. I guess that's gonna be one of my resolutions. Sleeping and shakes. Honestly, I want to sleep my oh god. Can't even make fun of how I was about to say. I want to fix my sleep schedule. Like now. I don't want to wait until the new year. I want to like do it now. We want to start going back to the gym again. Like we were going back to the gym, but then Nox started working. And she was like just too exhausted to be able to get up and go to the gym. And sore. God, we're finally done coloring in the ferns, but I feel like they need another layer. But we'll do that after the break. Now's a good time to get your drinks and your snacks and your stretches in, and we'll be right back. In the meantime, you can enjoy the music and some cheek ham. Start thinking about what you want to do for that, yeah. Oh my god, tomorrow is the last day of 12 Days of Arts and Coffees, guys. What am I gonna do with my life? I've been spending it, like, recording and editing. Well, one thing I should work on is getting my books up on Amazon. Like, I have that whole sleep book, like, kind of done. I just don't have any covers. I wanted to stream me doing the covers, but my art streams have been spent doing Inktobers. But I might consider going back to recording Inktober. Now that I don't have to edit so much at once. There's only 3 weeks left. Like, you know, 3 more videos. And I already know what the last prompt is, and I know what technically this week's prompt is, because I'm late with this one. The new prompt came out today. I didn't stream on Tuesday, so I'm late. if anyone's curious, the prompt for this upcoming week is villain. I'm not really sure what I want to draw for that. I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood to draw characters. Like, I have to be in the mood for that. And it comes in waves, where I really want to draw them, but I'm in the middle of drawing not that for other projects. And then when I finally am done with other projects, I don't want to draw them anymore. Crazy. It's like wanting Chick-fil-A on Sunday. I don't know. I could draw like a video game character, not necessarily like a superhero, supervillain type of situation. You've done that before, right? Because I don't love superhero stuff. That's crazy saying that with my sister being Knock the Hero and all. But I don't know. I'm just not really into the superheroes. For me to be like, oh, I want to draw this villain. I'm considering Ganon. Like, that's the only video game villain I can think of. It's my favorite superhero. Me too, me too. Alright, we can get back into... Whoops! That was the wrong scene. Coloring this. Do I want to really do a second layer? I kind of do. I see a lot of spots I missed. You guys probably can't see it, but I can see it. That's what matters, right? I think. It would be quick. Like, mostly around the edges I missed. Not even like it looks patchy, it's just I missed spots. Worst part is I feel like a lot of the spots I missed would probably have been covered up when I went to do the line art, but here I am. I obsess over it. I'm probably gonna have to redo the ones that are on the lily pads anyways, like overlapping them. Because I'm gonna color it in with another paint marker and probably gonna color over the leaves a little bit. Okay. I think we're good with that. Let's color in the lily pads now. You're drowning and coughing. Oh no, I hate when that happens. It's always a spicy food too that just like smacks the back of your throat. Like, why can't it be like candy? No, it's gotta be the spicy stuff. Alright, let's see. I hope I have enough juice in this marker. It's one of the ones that I just need another one. Do I have another one of this color? because this is a Japanese one, so I might have a duplicate. Just gotta go through my drawer of replacements here. I have too much stuff in this drawer. It's like I don't use enough stuff. Warrant needing replacements so soon. No, I just have a dark green one. Sad. Dang it. Alright, let's hope there's just enough in here. This green has always been dry, too, is the worst part. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a second coat. Why are you smudging the micron? That's so bizarre. But the micron's the thing that's smudging here. I know, I could have colored them all in one cluster, but I was afraid I was gonna lose the line art and not be able to see. I'd get confused later when it came to, like, inking again. I don't know why I'm so afraid of, like, pumping this one, because I'm pretty sure there's, like, no ink left in here. I hope I have enough ink in here for a second coat. Not, I might have to change the color altogether. I mean, now that I'm seeing the colors together, I probably could have gone for the darker green. Because the grabby didn't dry all that light. Like, I'm not sure, but I actually feel like, can you see the nib? It's usually paper at the end, but the paper's not like tearing up. I think the nib is like falling apart. But it could be the paper. Oh no, let me see. Like, I wanted to keep this if I wanted to like do highlights on the fern. Like, what about that color? That's more than likely the same shade that's this color is. So like these two are about the same color. I'm just letting the marker dry for a few seconds here. I feel the only one that's drastically different is this one. And it's a fine tip, so I don't really want to color a big area with this. I'd rather use it for like shadows or something on the lily pads. Maybe that's what I'll do. I can get this second layer to work out for me. Because it's streaky. Here, let me see if I can get it at an angle where you guys can see the streakiness. You can, like, on this one. Pretty good. But they're all like that. Oh. Why does that keep happening? Sorry, I'm like opening my mouth to shake my marker. I usually try to color in different direction with paint markers, but I might just do a circular motion. See if I can hide the lines. The streaks, rather. Like, it's going okay for the first couple, but it's already, like, dry. Like, no matter how much pumping I do, it's not gonna be any use if there's no ink left. Might have to put this on my shopping list. Like, I just want to pick it off, but just don't want ink on my fingers. I think if I add like the veins and stuff onto the lily pads, I might hide some of the splotchiness of this color. Which I was planning on doing anyways, so. Come on, just a few more to go. You can do it. I could probably get my Sharpies out too. I just forgot about them, to be honest. Ah. I think I have a similar green in the Sharpies. I don't think it's gonna last. Third coat and Sharpie, here we come. Yeah, it's like not doing anything on these other ones. Boy, alright. Think it's time. Think it's time. Alright, let me see. Not sure if it's that one. It's the only option though. Trying to be quiet. It never works. Let's see what color. Yeah, this is a similar color. Okay. Should have just done it with the Sharpie in the first place. But I was like, no, I want to use up my Poscas. I should have just used this in the first place. Like, it is kind of darker, but I think it would have been the same color if this wasn't dried out, kind of deal. Alright, I gotta go over all of them now because they're not the same color. I'm gonna let these ones dry first before I stick my arm over top of them. All right, goodbye. Japanese, hold on. Sometimes it says what it is. No, this one actually does not say what it is. Some of my Japanese ones do say. Like, they have a code on them that says what they are. Is it this one? Yeah, this one says pea green on it. This one doesn't have that on the barcode. I don't know what pea green means. I want to be like pastel green, but it's definitely like not pastel green. It's like pastel teal. Mint, maybe. All right. Goodbye, Oscar. We're not going to put that onto the to buy list because we're trying to get rid of them. God, what is wrong for me? But we have a perfectly good replacement right here. Can you see how this is slightly more blue? Am I the only one who could see it? Third coat's the charm, am I right? The only thing about the Sharpies is that they're kind of more streaky. But I refuse to do another coat. This is it. This is the last one. Oh, I almost colored the nose. Oh man, I'm off center there. It's fine. Okay, we already colored those ones. Okay. I'm just going over some areas where it's obvious the other marker's showing through. what? This one. And this one. I need to put the leaves back in a little bit here or there. What I'm gonna do. Okay, before we move on to putting the highlights on the ferns, I think I want to do like the veins on the lily pads just because I just touched up the ferns. Okay. Trying to remember, the veins start from like the center point here. It's not really a center point, it's like the crack. You know what I mean? That was my test one. That's why I started there. Okay, let me start at the top where I should have started. Oh no. That scraped. Left some little dots here and there. This is the Arteza one. I want to be done with this one already. I'm so sick of them. Yeah, this one's doing that like splatter thing a lot. Here, let me show you. It's more apparent on this one right here. See that? Those little dots. Oi. What I don't like about these nibs, but apparently the Arteza ones are the worst. I'll hopefully be able to go over it when it dries. I'm honestly like surprised that this Arteza one is still working, because the other ones from the art advent calendar I got, they all died. This is like the last one. Other than, I think there's a red one too. And that's pretty sad when they died within a year. Because I didn't use them all that much. So they should have still had ink in them, but I guess the ink just dried or something. I don't know. Hard to say what happened, really. I'm hoping now that like Plaid owns them, the quality is gonna go back up, because I've definitely seen like a decline in their quality with like the last year, like when I got the advent calendar last year. Oh my god, the splatter! Stop it! Is it gonna dry shiny? I think it is. Another reason why I don't like them. I don't know, I'm like a matte person. Because one, I do videos, and two, scanners see the shine too. Not that I use a scanner, but like maybe someday I'll use a scanner to scan my artwork in instead of just taking a crappy little picture. It's just hard because, you know, Instagram kind of made it difficult to upload from anything but your phone. This one's taking me longer than just 2 hours, guys. I want to be like, are you proud? But like, you know, getting artwork done fast is also something to be proud of. You know, assuming you like what you made. Oh, I didn't put that in the right spot. It's fine. Let me see if I could fix the splinter a little bit. Okay. And highlight. Is it gonna work? This nib is like pretty wrecked, not gonna lie. I really like these grabby acrylic markers, but the nibs don't do good on texture, and it like got ripped up right away. Wow, it's like drying almost non-existently highlighting. I don't know, that's so bizarre how it's like basically not showing up on some of them. Like, I feel like you could see the best on this one. But like these two, like it basically disappeared. I don't know. That's really dark. Too late. You okay, Chi? You sneezing. Bless you. You okay? Hairball stuck. Funny enough, he doesn't really get hairballs. He barfs up like food if he does barf. You okay? Yeah? I mean, he answered me. What's going on? I'm up there if you want. Trying to decide if I want to like add a couple little extra bumps and what color. Like, I feel like this green is too green. I could do the same color as the ferns, maybe. Wow, it looks like a totally different color on this gray. But I kind of expected that. This, like, as an extra. texture, you know? You sneezing again? Don't love it near the grill lines. It's like I can't take it back now. That clip just does not want to stay on today. I don't know. I'm not clipping extra paper or anything than what I usually do when I clip in this book. Alright, I guess we're moving on to inking. I guess maybe I should color in the eyes before I forget. Man, why didn't I take out an eye color? I have to go back in this drawer. Feel obnoxious about it. I just grabbed the first yellow I saw. Where's the black? Oh, literally on top of the sketchbook. We did forget the water ripples. Oh, is that color gonna stand out enough? I'm gonna wait for it to dry a little bit before I start putting my hand all over it. KG? He's just sitting over here. I know if I move the camera, he's actually gonna get up because I think he wants food. Even though he has food. Just trying to make sure I'm not leaning on what I just inked. Oh my god, I just tried to push up my glasses that I don't have on my face. My contacts in today. Such a crazy habit. When that happens, right? Oh, whatever, it's fine. I didn't go quite to the tip of those 2 leaves there. It blends in enough, I guess. I like how I inked these 2 specifically. I don't know why. Are you okay? Keeps like swallowing. Not like constantly, but he's swallowing to make a sound. That line didn't go so good. But the coil's right there, so I'm not really worried about it. Part of me wants to do like the outline around the gator in the blue color that I did the ripples in. Like suddenly you don't want to work, you're working just fine. No, it's too juicy and it's scaring me. Like, now's not the time to be super juicy when I'm gonna do the eyes. Like, calm down. feel like I should add a highlight to like the end of the points. But in what color? Adding our grill lines back in. Like, I don't know, should I like highlight some of the bumps and outline? I guess I am, because I already started. Can't take it back now. Oh shoot, I missed like all of the break. Whoops. Well, I guess let me move the camera real quick. Hold on, let me actually wrap up my board. Okay, I'm gonna go dump my water too, just so I don't knock it over somehow. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. He ended up following me around, so I don't know where he's gonna sit. I'm not gonna move the camera. What I'm saying here. Alright. Back to lining. Are you feeling better, Chi? Picking at my carpet. I'm gonna put a scale right there. Or whatever they're called, the pointy ones. Not too late. Not sure if I'm gonna love how thick this outline's gonna be around the gator here, but I don't think it's bad actually. Looks pretty nice. Gonna have to fix up those lines that I just went over. Why? Sometimes it catches and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. The shaking. Honestly, I think it's kind of amusing. Alright, I guess I gotta get rid of that clip there. Do this. Gotta get everything out of my way because I'm about to turn my whole body to get up there. They can't see when my hand is in the way. That didn't go so bad. I thought it was gonna go awful. before I forget. There's like a chunk there. Interesting. Did they end up drawing shiny? Yeah, they did. Oh man. So rude. Like, how dare they be different than all the other paint markers? I have to go back over that center line. I made it little weird. What, G? Don't be bad. You don't need anything over there. Yes, I do. I need to torture you. What I need over here. Go on. Go on then. Come on. Oh, you don't want to because I'm telling you you can? Hmm? Put his little paws on the desk. You gonna come over here or what? Thinking, he's thinking. Like, well, I mean, now that you've said I could, I don't wanna. Like a smudge over here. What's the matter? Because you got invited, you're like, nah, I don't wanna. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna come from my pinky there. But there's another smudge down here. Because the graphitin is technically graphite. So we can like move and smudge. Honestly, even though this like fern ended up being so chaotic with like the leaves not being even with each other, I like it the best. Like because they're all squished together better, like a real one would look. Alright, let me just patch up. Do I add highlights? I mean, it's like everything should be wet looking, so highlights would make sense. I tried to add like highlights to the fern, but like they disappeared. I shall call this Gator Stampy. Like, I already added the highlights to the ferns, but not looking good. Barely visible highlights. Probably do some to the lily pads too. I just don't know where I want them just yet. Gotta be careful because I really don't want to redo the line art. Get white over it. Like, I'm playing a dangerous game by letting this one little cat fur be on the tip of the brush here. T. I don't think I want to add white around the ripples that are on the lily pads because they're not really moving. Alright, now where do I want to add the highlights onto these? I think around the edge, maybe? I think I'm done. It's like, just sign it. Shoves pile away of all the things I used. I didn't end up using those, so let's put those away. I didn't use this either. But yeah, I'm almost done. Look at that. This one almost took 4 hours. Well, 3.5 hours. Thank you guys for coming out to today's stream. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget I'm going to be doing a birthday stream on my game channel on YouTube. That's at Harper Vodage, VODAGE. If you're on YouTube, I'll be playing The Binding of Isaac with Crowd Control. Crowd Control is an app where you can help or hinder my playthrough, and every time I die I'm going to be eating some alcoholic chocolate. It's going to be great. And I do have like a scheduled stream set up on that channel if you want a notification, or you can join the Discord server where I have an event that'll also send you a notification. But I guess I'll see you guys again on Inktober on Tuesday, whether it's a video or a stream. Don't forget, tomorrow is the last day of 12 Days of Arts and Coffee, so prepare to binge if you haven't watched that series yet. But I'll see you guys again on Saturday. Bye bye!